This chart is worrying me because every single time Japan hiked his rates, Bitcoin saw a massive move towards the downside. And right now they are planning to hike his rates once again, which could be a really bad event for Bitcoin. But the next trade setup is already forming as we have been shorting the move from off the top side of this range and perfectly called this move for a approximately $7,000 profit. Is the next trade unfolding right now? Also, the USDT dominance is gearing up for its next leg, and I will deep dive into every single setup and information what is about to happen in crypto. But first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video if you love those updates. And let's dive right away into the chart for now. Because what we actually can see on this chart is every single time Japan hiked its rate, Bitcoin went down massively here, and we are not talking about small moves because the first time this happened on March 25 in 2024, we saw a down move of approximately 22% towards the downside. Exactly what we have been seeing here in July 2024. When Japan hiked its rates, Bitcoin started a rally towards the downside of approximately 25%. And these moves are very, very big and very critical here. Also, in the sentiment we are currently at, this could end up really, really bad for Bitcoin. Right here, we saw Japan hiked this rate, bam, Bitcoin went down 32%. But right now, and that is something that is really important to know, if you look at the current sentiment, when Bitcoin or when Japan hiked this rate, what Bitcoin did, we saw a move of 38% towards the downside in a small bearish sentiment, what we are currently seeing right now. And if Japan is planning to hike their rates right now, this could end up for a really, really big move towards the downside for Bitcoin. And I think personally, if we can just see this, and over longer term, I'm just so bullish on Bitcoin. But one thing, as a trader, you need to know, if history tells you one thing, you just listen towards the data, because this data is telling us that every single time Japan hiked its rates, Bitcoin will fall further towards the downside. But the most beautiful part about trading is also that we can short the Bitcoin price further towards the downside. And that is exactly what I did publicly here over on my YouTube channel. Perfectly on the top side of this range, we shorted the move towards the downside. Completely transparent, completely before the move didn't even happen. Look at this perfect entry we are seeing right now for a running 6K in profit here. And the most beautiful part about this trade is that I shared this trade in my free Telegram group with the first link in the description. It's completely free to join, and I'm just sharing free alpha and free setups right over there. And I called this move before it even happened. Also, in those daily update videos, I literally called this trading setup days before it even happened. So please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and join my free Telegram group to never miss out of the next move on Bitcoin, because literally everyone in the community is printing with the setups I am sharing. But right now, the next trading setup is already forming. And what am I looking for on Bitcoin? First, have a look at the USDT dominance. What we currently can see is that we were ranging for a while. We have been breaking down. We have been perfectly retesting, and after that we saw a move towards the downside. This was pretty clean on the USDT dominance, also pretty clear on Bitcoin. That is where we long to market towards the upside. Right now we bumped into a very important support level, and we got supported pretty heavily on the USDT dominance, which will mean that crypto eventually will go down. Right now we are seeing a move towards the top side of this move, and this needs to hold. If the USDT dominance can reject this level, that will mean that we can look for long positions over on crypto. If we don't get supported and don't get resisted by this high, we will probably see a further move towards the upside, which will end up really, really bad for Bitcoin. And that is also falling apart with the rate hikes, that we will probably see a further leg towards the downside. On Bitcoin, what we currently can see is that we have been bouncing from off the top side of the range, but we failed and we are now dumping towards the lower side of this range, and that region is approximately $66,300 towards the $64,000. With that, I am looking to open up a long position if we see the developments in those areas. But a really interesting fact is that I really want to see a good confirmation structure change towards the top side. Otherwise, it could end up bad for Bitcoin. Like we have been saying with the scenarios with Japan, with the USDT dominance, we will probably see a further leg towards the downside. So for now, these are the areas I am interested in. The liquidity grab below, around the $63,000, around those lows, and around the $66,000. But please keep in mind, we really want to see reaction from this point. I will keep you posted in my daily update videos and in my free Telegram group, so please make sure to join that one as well. If you want to have some running profits, because we are literally crushing the market with the whole community. So please make sure to do so. There are very interesting things happening for Bitcoin right now, and it is really spectacular and important to stay sharp in those markets right now. So please make sure to be here tomorrow by a daily update video.